would just like to share, my trails to healing with just everybody. Everybody that could be going through any kind of abusive, toxic relationship, narcissistic abusive relationship of any kind. And I've learned a lot, since I have been really working on myself and researching why I have been making the same decisions over and over. And so just want to share that with other women, and other men too, because they encounter things, abuse and wrong, just treating them bad from other women. So it's just for everybody. And I think because I feel like more healthy with myself, I've never felt healthier, and I think just because I am just more comfortable with myself and being alone and having fun alone and knowing that I'm in control of the happiness of my life and nobody else is. And once I kind of began to understand that, you have to just count on yourself, and hiking has been great for me, because you're sometimes you're put in situations where you have to depend on yourself, and whatever could happen. You could get lost, it could be quiet for 6 hours, or anything can happen out there, and you have to be prepared. And I feel like I am more now than I ever have been, but you just have to be prepared and just kind of depend on yourself, and the good Lord, hopefully that's keeping you safe. But so as I've been doing hiking, it has led me to become, just happier in my own skin, happier alone, and I can't say that enough, I guess, for people that are going through those abusive relationships. It's going to be difficult. It will be difficult to get out of those painful situations, and as painful as they are, it's all and they just get you to a place where you think you're crazy and you don't think you can leave. It's just a weird, it's just abuse. So you're not the crazy one, by the way. So anyway, so just check out my my YouTube video, and I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday, and so happy to be here in the great state of Virginia. And so I've been told Virginia's for lovers. Shenandoah National Park. I just couldn't drive past this. It's just been a great hike. I've unplugged. I listen to some music to get up this back up the mountain, but for the most part, I kept it real quiet and just, thinking. And that's when you think you hear things, just working things out in my head, and just coming to realize that, I'm strong. We're all strong. We all have our, inner strength, and seeing that is the hard part, especially when you've been pretty much rejected your entire life. It started in childhood, and then with my first husband, he left, and just a lot of important people that I trusted, that I gave my trust to, and that had pretty much a lot of authority over my life and what happened to me and what kind of woman I become. And
So it's been hard for me. I feel like that might be one of the reasons that I'm a people pleaser, because it's like, or that I'm hard on myself, you know? Like, I'm just so hard on myself, physically. I used to be with working and stuff, but I had to be because I had to work 2 jobs and, you know, get through raising kids and stuff, and, you know, supporting a husband through nursing school. But, yeah, it's pretty eye-opening. So that's a lot of the reasons why, you know, women make decisions to stay in this, is because they've never had anybody to really build them up, you know, to tell them, you don't tolerate this from men, you're beautiful, you know, you don't deserve this. These are the games that they're gonna play. You know, just, you're beautiful even if you're a size whatever, you know, because that's so much crap too. So just have to find it within yourself, find the strength within yourself, and get out of that crap before it like completely ruins you physically, emotionally, and otherwise. It's not worth it. And also, if you feel like you're completely carrying the load, you know, financially, and the relationship, and you know, your partner is doing little to nothing to contribute to, you know, and to just like show you that they care about you, you know, it's good to be with like a doer, a motivated person that, you know, loves himself, that loves other people, you know, enough to never talk bad about anyone, and just do good all the time, you know. They're out there. I've got one, and it's nothing but a miracle, to be honest. So it can happen, but it's not going to happen if you still have this loser hanging around. You're not going to open yourself up for like anybody new or anybody different, you know, different interests, different, the way they treat you, you know. So just make the move. What's stopping you? Oh, kids. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to tell you something. Be careful. If you're married to a narcissist, or you have a child with a narcissist, they'll make your life a living hell. They could even turn your kids against you. So we'll just leave it at that. Just get out. It ruins a lot of lives if you stay. A lot of relationships, not just yours. You know, kids. How are the kids affected? And my Ray's business partner last night, he and I were talking about Trails to Healing, and how I'd like to make this a, you know, not just a hiking program, but a complete retreat for women. Like a place they would go out in nature, you know, some land. They'd go there for a retreat, and depending on, and Brad, you gave me this idea, you know, depending on what stage of the transition out they're in, that's going to be their like track program. So getting out, you know, now, like first phase, getting out, there might be some violence, there may be some, you know, you need to get a restraining order. So the first one is the initial get out. That would be the start of your trailhead. The second phase in your transition, or not yours, but you know, the women that go there to get care, will be kind of like in the middle, you know what I mean? Like almost like like a rehab program, where they're trying to stay clean, if you will, away from their addiction or their abuser. So it's going to be like a 3-step program. The third step will be, like a halfway house. Like you're getting out, you're getting out, and now you need to take what you learn and share that with other women, and help to change their mindset, almost like a what do they call it in rehab? A sponsor, like these women that get out, that they tend to go back. At least, I don't know, don't quote me on the statistic, but for me it was twice. And so it's hard to stay in that mindset once you've been like trained. Your brain is like, but he's fine, he said he was sorry, that kind of crap. You can call your sponsor, or anybody at the Trails to Healing headquarters. You can call them and talk to them. But basically, you can do that with any, the National Domestic Abuse Hotline. You can call them if you're having issues, but this would be more of like a sponsorship. So that's my idea, and we'll also have educators. I'm going to do a holistic approach in the just all of it, really. But my roommate and good friend is a massage therapist and yoga instructor. Actually, she's taking the class to be a yoga instructor, and I'm so proud of you, Christina. By the way, you're killing it, girl. But yeah, so she's going to be involved for and she knows a lot about nutrition and dietary stuff, and she makes that kombucha, whatever, and it's really good. It's like, it's sweeter than the other however you pronounce it that I've tried in the stores. It's just really good, and she takes pride in it, and she bottles it up really well, and so it helps the gut, it helps gut health, just like a sauerkraut or any like fermented wine. I don't know if that's true. It sounded good. So yeah, we're gonna have educators. I have a few people in mind. One will be the dietitian, a nutritionist. This is going to be somebody that she actually lives in an RV right now with her husband, and they were lucky enough to be able to retire and travel the country. And on her site, she puts directions and like pictures of food that she has made, healthy stuff that can be made in an RV. So she's very smart, and just thinking about other people and sharing her knowledge so that other people can have quality of life. So the people that are living in RVs, which is, it's becoming very popular these days. So I have her in mind as far as meals that don't cost a ton of money, which is, it's getting so difficult right now with these food prices. It's so scary. I mean, these poor people, they can't afford it. So anyway, I'm not saying that all women that are abused are poor, but a lot of these men get them in financially strapped situations. They want control, and they're the only ones that work. So when the wife is unhappy and talking about a divorce, they hold that over their head. So a lot of these women don't have access, I should say, to money because of these awful narcissistic people. So yeah, so that would be a big part of it too. in talking with, and there's going to be other things, I would love to have guest speakers come and do a workshop, maybe, once, during their stay, which I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but, so in talking with Chris, he was asking about children, the children of domestic abusers and domestic violence situations. Because it's crazy to say, and I feel bad about saying it, but I do love children. It's just I was focusing more on women, because that's whose mindset has to change immediately, so that the kids don't have to be subjected to all that crap. But some, sometimes women don't change their mindset. They go back, and these kids suffer. They hear all the arguments. They hear all the arguments. They get scared. They hear daddy yelling at mom, and that's pretty traumatic for a kid, because depending on which stage of life they're in, they're affected differently by traumatic situations like that. So I thought about that for a while. And once I got to the cabin, it was really weighing heavy on me about kids and how it affects them. And I texted my friend Christina, the one that's gonna hopefully be a partner with me in this, and just told her, what I was thinking and what can we do, and so her daughter Sophia is pretty amazing too. She's a strong woman. She's so pretty and so healthy, and I'm very proud of her. So, and I'm glad that she is just moving forward and just be happy. Just try to be happy no matter what. So she's a very good artist. And I noticed that when I was there a couple of Fridays ago, and we talked for just a little bit, but I was like, you're a really good artist. And, she's, oh, thanks, whatever. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool for kids to maybe have their own, depending on their age, maybe have their own retreat. It could be called, maybe I'll call it like a summer camp, or camp out, or whatever, but they have their own retreat. And Sophia would play a big part in that. She would be the art therapy, and kids, they seem to open up with coloring and drawing and stories, just things on their level, to help them sort things out. So I thought it'd be a great idea for Sophia to be involved, and just trying to work all that out too. I'll get some ideas from her. Whew, that is quite a jaunt up that hill, let me tell you. I should have like maybe a half mile left, but lots of elevation in these parts. I think this one had a 2,300 foot elevation gain. It's 12 miles, but that's a lot. So drink plenty of water. So I have this YouTube video that I did last week when I did Big South Fork Burnt Mill Trail Loop again. I really put a lot into it. I know I have a long way to go, but I'm becoming more and more passionate about this issue. And I have purchased the domain name trailstohealing.org. Just talking with other business people, and kind of putting ideas out there, you know. I think Ray calls it the whiteboard. They just like throw out ideas. So that's just what I need. I do need this to be a nonprofit though, just because of tax purposes. I don't believe that, you know, my retreat and all that, the program could, I don't think everyone could like pay that out of pocket. So it would need to be funded by grants and stuff like that. So I see cars, but yeah, just a lot of good ideas coming on, and I hope that you guys will support me and, you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel Trails to Healing. You know, give me some ideas if you have any. I know that a lot of people that I know that I didn't know had this issue, they were affected by domestic violence as well, either by, you know, married to somebody or as a child. And you can just see in their eyes that when I tell them about this, they have a real heart for it. And I've had people give me several different ideas, and I've marked it down. I'm like, if I can make money doing this, you're part owner in this program. So so for all of you that have helped me and give me some ideas, you'll be thanked. I already thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm just gonna keep on trucking along. About done with this hike, and gonna head back to Luray. I think I'm in Luray still. I'm not really sure. It's all new to me. But get to the Shenandoah National Park and do this trail. I'll put in the comments what trail it is, because I don't remember the name of it. I just mapped to it and just kind of like walked to it. So, but yeah, get out here and explore this. The Blue Ridge Mountains are absolutely gorgeous, and hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday, wonderful evening with your loved ones. Stay safe, stay smart, and love one another. Take care of each other, and I'll see you on the trail. Peace.